morning, everybody. Big Dog Northeast Colorado Storm Chasers with you here. We are going to give you a weather update. Weather update. Severe weather is not a threat quite yet for us, unless you're in the southern parts of the United States here. I'd say Oklahoma today, you're seeing a good chance of severe weather. And a matter of fact, the next 3 days, the southeast Dixie Alley should be seeing a pretty significant severe outbreak. So, just kind of want to fill you in on that. Welcome to the channel today. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done anything. I should do like a good weather update for us because I think people would rather hear that. But yeah, that's what we're here for, is for unfortunately the bad weather. So that's what we're doing today. As you can see, it's kind of cloudy a bit outside, but it's still beautiful out there. It's 50 degrees here at the doghouse, almost 51. Looking at the thermometer here, that's why I'm looking this direction. It's showing that there is a forecast of some rain tonight and maybe today. So we could see a slight chance. We'll see how it goes though, as we give you more of the briefing. So let's dive into it, everybody. You ready to go? So let's start here with the first today. Uh, we're more into the severe stuff, but we like to show the snow and stuff. But let's show you the current severe weather outlook for today. As you can see, Oklahoma is really kind of in that Texas-Oklahoma border today, is where it looks like where most of it's going to be. And for today, if I can get my mouse to work, there we go. There's that tornado threat, wind and hail threat, kind of at the Oklahoma-Texas border there. You can see where it kind of cuts through there. I'm trying to, hopefully you can see it moving as I'm moving my mouse for you. So yeah, right through there. And then the next couple of days for them, let's go to day two outlook, look for them. You can see we kind of go into the day two outlook for tomorrow. You'll see that Oklahoma, central Oklahoma, is really in there, northern parts of Texas, and they're probably going to get the bulk of it. And you can see that that's the tornado threat for them, wind and hail again. For us here, we're going to see a chance of thunderstorms here in northeastern Colorado, and probably most of eastern Colorado is what it's saying for tomorrow. And then we bump into day three outlook. This is the one that has me concerned right now. Hey, 3 days out, they already have an enhanced look here, an enhanced thunderstorm potential. That really has me concerned. So if you have any family or friends that live in Louisiana, um, it looks like southern Missouri, southeastern Missouri, looks like Alabama, places like that, Mississippi, those areas here, they're in a big threat. So I would not be surprised to see if this holds significant tornado outbreak here in this area for the next in day three outlook. Day three outlook. So just thought I'd share that with everybody on that. That one's really interesting to watch for that. So let's talk about our current conditions here in northeastern Colorado. For most of you, I live here in Brush, and this kind of generates kind of the northeast area. So as you can see, current temperature is 43 degrees, it says. I'd say they're off just a smidge. As a matter of fact, it dropped a degree. It was 49.1 when I started the broadcast. Now it's, or 49.9. Now it's 48.1, so it almost dropped 2 degrees. So it did drop a smidgen. Wind chill 39, south winds at 6. I'll tell you what, you've probably been enjoying some of the most tranquil weather we've had in quite a while here in northeastern Colorado. I was out playing tennis with the girls yesterday, and it was just beautiful. So today we're looking at 65 still to reach. So I think that's a good possibility for us to hit those 60s. Partly cloudy tonight as the storms start coming in tomorrow. There's that rain chance I was talking about. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and a small chance of rain late in the afternoon. And then tomorrow night we go into a 90% chance, and I'll kind of go into this detail here because this is kind of the question mark of the day, is Monday night into Tuesday, and I'll talk about that here in just a second as we go. And then we go into Wednesday, 47, Thursday, 46, rain snow mix most likely. Friday, another chance of snow, and then Saturday we go back into the 50s as we get into weekend. So the weather likes to bother us during the midweek, it looks like right now, and then by the weekend we get some nice weather. So hey, we can only hope that it continues to do that. So got to show you the satellite imagery because this is going already. And I was looking at the radars, and you can see there's already some pretty good storms firing across here. You can see that line of storms already here heading towards the Oklahoma area, and that's pretty cool when you see them on the radar. Last I checked, they weren't severe, but they were still forming pretty well. So wouldn't be surprised to see this area here getting hit with some significant weather today. And of course, we're getting that cloud cover as well. This is a fast-moving cold front. You can see it, or a low-pressure system. You can see it right there going right through. So that's a little tiny guy, but it's still enough to cause some havoc here in the south. So Let's continue on. Let's just make sure the broadcast is going well. Everybody okay so far? I'm just making sure everybody can hear me. Good. Good morning, Don. I hope you're doing all right. Just checking in on everybody. Things are going okay. Let me know in the chat if the sound is good. I always like to make sure that the sound is going all right for everybody. So sounds good. Somebody reply to me in there if you don't mind saying sound is good or something. That way I just feel comfortable. I always feel like something's wrong every time I do this. I don't know why, but I feel like, and I've done this enough so you'd think that I'd be really good at this, but I still always worry about that. So, sound is good. Somebody let me know in the chat. I'd appreciate it. Just a quick yes is all I need to see in the chat. So, if you could just let me know that, I would really appreciate that. And I'll come back and check that in just a second. Let's go back on to our weather update here. There we go. Okay, so there is a winter storm watch. Okay, there is a winter storm watch, so let me show you that next. So let me bump back to the National Weather Service here and show you the big picture. So here's the big picture, everybody. There is a winter storm watch, red flag warning, high wind watches. You can see them all there. You're all going, what in the heck? Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. Because when I show you the maps, you'll be like, okay, that's kind of weird. But then I also see kind of a bit of like a little dry area here as the snow comes in. But again, it's all depending on which way the storm moves. So I'll talk about that winter storm watch that is already in effect right now. So here we go. Okay, winter storm watch. Okay, strong storms is going to move in Monday to Tuesday night. So we have tomorrow night. Today's going to be great. Tomorrow's going to be nice. It's going to be tomorrow night into Tuesday. Okay, and it's going to turn into all snow by Tuesday morning is what they're saying. Snowfall forecast along area north of I-76 is highly uncertain due to the storm track change. So if this storm moves just a little bit north, boom, we get hit. If we don't, we're not going to get much. Okay, so here's the things that are possible. 60-mile-an-hour winds are possible on the plains. If that's the case, you could see blowing and drifting snow and blizzard conditions possible. Now, in order to be blizzard conditions, I believe it's got to be for 3 hours straight where you have to have those winds of that duration, I believe. So that is a possibility. So heavy snow, blowing snow possible. Excuse me. Total up to 6 inches. Wind gusts as high as 60. Brigsdale, Sterling, Julesburg, and Holyoke. From Monday night to Tuesday afternoon. So, everybody wants to know how much? 0 to 80 inches. There it is. 0 to 80. So let's take a look. I know it's terrible that I say that, but that's true. You never know sometimes with these snowstorms. So let's take a look at the models. Here's what, excuse me, here's what the Euro is saying. So the Euro feels like, I think it's going to be a little bit east of us. Okay, and you can see the snow filling in. And remember how I was telling you Morgan County and Weld County was in that, not in the warning or in the watch? That's why. That's where I'm looking at. Okay, it's these areas out here, even Julesburg, you might get 3-4 inches. We go out by Yuma County, 6 inches. We go south here on I-70, 9.3 inches. That's one of the models. Let's look at the other one. This is the global forecast system. Let me update the model on this one because it did an update, it looks like, at 12 o'clock for the 12 Zulu run. So let's make this thing work here. Here we go. So let's make this guy work. Here we go, moving it across. Now you can see a little bit more snowfall, okay? And again, this is just working through it all. There's that Weld County, Morgan County spot I was telling you about where they don't include us. But then you go east here. Now you start looking around Akron, 6 inches. Let's go out to Yuma, 8.9, I-70 corridor, 6 inches. Now there's that Julesburg-Sedgwick County area, okay, 6.9 inches. So I think right now they're going with the GFS as the solution for tomorrow's storm system for the winter storm watch. Okay, again, there's a lot of uncertainty. So let me go back to the weather briefing and show you. Here's the uncertain spots right now. Okay, they're still not 100% sure. This could really change if this decides to go. Okay, and it says highly uncertain snowfall forecast for the plains due to storm track and change over snow through significant impacts are possible. So we've got to be prepared for it just in case. Now the downslope winds is limit the snowfall potential in the urban corridors. So right here, you're going to get downsloping winds which they heat up when they come down the mountains. So it's probably not going to be much of a snow event at all. It could be a rain event, but I don't see you're going to get much snow out of it. So downsloping winds here, and if those downsloping winds reach out here in this area here, you may not see as much snow also. So again, that's kind of why they're saying that front range area will not be impacted as much. So let's look at some of those snowfall totals. there they are. This is the low end and the high end. You can see the high end right here a little bit more. Again, so I think it's just kind of a toss-up right now where that storm's going to get cranking. But here's my severity index, which I thought was interesting. Looking at the winter severity impact. These are the moderate impacts. Expect disruptions to daily life. This one came across the models today, and I was like, okay, I can see this part here, the downsloping winds from the mountains, so you're probably not going to get much. But as we get out here, we start seeing minor impacts along I-76, and these could change into moderate impacts. So again, if that low pressure, or if that storm system, excuse me, if that storm system, I'm thinking about the low this morning, it decides to crank itself going and bringing in that and getting that go and moving slightly north, then folks, we're going to see heavier snowfall here. It's going to move everything a bit north. Okay, when it moves north like this, then you're going to see those snowfall totals increase. So I think they're kind of concerned in this area still. Even parts of Nebraska are in that as well. So those are kind of the plans, I guess, to say for the next 48 hours. Let's look at the radar scope here while I have a moment to show you this. Not much here, of course, as you can see, but if I slide this thing over here, this is pretty interesting to see. And you know me, I'm a weather nerd when it comes to this. But if I go to those areas I was telling you about in Texas and Oklahoma regions, let me just get this radar up and running here. Oops, it did not go. It's not going. I'll get it sometime soon. Probably not. No. Okay. Sure, it's not going to work. I got to set it for a different setting. That's fine. I can fix that over here. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was pretty interesting to see. So I'm hoping I can get this to change over here for me to that radar image. I'm going to have to do it this way. Go through the names here. Yeah, I knew it was going to do this. So let's go to Texas and Oklahoma areas there. And these are all the names of the radars you can probably see pop up there on your screen. And I really love this from RadarScope that you can do this. I mean, you can see from all over, even in other countries, you could see, I could go to Australia and see their radars images as well. So RadarScope is pretty cool. I do like it. As you know, I'm a big fan of RadarScope. So if you ever get that opportunity, you should get RadarScope downloaded. So, oops, I went too far to the north. I went to Tulsa, and that's not where I wanted to go. Let's try Oklahoma City. There we go. There's some of those storms starting to move in. So you can see those storms starting to fire off there in that region. So we'll see what happens for Oklahoma. Again, that's kind of on the cusp today. We'll see what happens as they're in a small threat for some severe weather. So with that, I'll open up to some questions. Let me hide this on the stream so you don't have to see all that. Thank you so much, everybody, for letting me know the sound. I'm always just worried about that. Logan County. I think Logan County could see that 6-inch total as I was showing you on the global forecast solution system. I mean, excuse me, global forecast system. I think if that one holds, I think you get the 6.9 inches that they're talking about. Again, it's the high winds that's going to be the concerning portion for us if we get that blowing and drifting snow. I mean, as you know, 6.9 inches of snow for just on the ground level, and then you look at the winds blowing at 60 miles an hour, you're going to see some significant drifting out here because a lot of us, we're in the open plains out here, and when it blows like that, it's crazy. So I think it's going to be a wet snow, to be honest with you, Stephen. I really do. I think it's going to be a real heavy wet snow that comes through with it as well. It's not that dry, cold polar air that we've had before. So I do think it's going to be a good moisturizing storm here to help us out. Again, I think tomorrow thunderstorms are a chance. I think if we get a thunderstorm here in northeastern Colorado, I think it's going to be mostly in Weld County, maybe in the northwest Morgan County is what I'm looking at right now. But we'll see what happens. I mean, there's always a chance of a rogue storm popping up here, as you know, living in Colorado. So I'm excited, as you know. No, you're not the only one. I'm totally excited if we get some type of weather out here. Even lightning and thunder, to me, I'm in. I'm all in. So so yeah. Yeah, you might need that. I put my shovels away. Not gonna lie. I got one left. The deck shovels and the backyard shovels I went ahead and put away, but I left the front door shovel. You never know, because Colorado. So I mean, I've seen it snow as late as May here. So you kind of just always leave that shovel out until about late April, and then you're like, okay, I'm done. So, will it be wet snow for Yuma County? I think so, Beverly. I do. I think you'll get a pretty good wet, significant snow out there. I think you guys are probably the better potential to get the snow than we are. So, wouldn't be surprised to see you guys get that. And the downsloping winds are coming off the mountains, and they're going to heat up when they come down the mountains, but they're not going to reach out to you guys, I don't think. So, it's not going to be a warm wind out there. So, you guys are going to get the high winds, but I do think you're going to get the snow part. So, it's not going to block your snow. So, I think you're still in shape for getting some snow uh, for tomorrow. Oh, thanks. Abe's going to post a graphic for the watches here in a little bit. Yep, he'll put that up there on the screen for everybody. Um, Abe, if you don't mind, can we go ahead and reset the school closures too? We'll put that up there. Now, I got to say this, and I want everybody to understand. I don't control schools opening and closing. Okay, none of us close that, so, or control that. So I get it if you're upset that your school isn't closed, but don't take it out on our team because we don't do anything of that. We have nothing to do with that. We don't call schools and say, oh, we think you should close. No, we have nothing to do with that. So that's always up to usually the transportation directors and you know the higher ups because that's what they do. They are also looking at trying not to miss school. You have to look at the school side. When you miss school days too, you have to understand. And I'm a teacher also, so when you miss school days, you're going, man, I got to figure out a day to make that one up. We have a couple of days to give, but then when you break too many school days, you have to make those up. And kids don't want to go to summer school. And we're also looking at how we could still get them if we can do an online school. Then we can do an online school, you know, where we're doing just a online learning day, which is nice too, and that could count for us. But we also have kids that are usually home alone because their parents are working, and you know they're depending on the school. You know, it's a normal school day that we're canceling, so there's a lot of accommodations that parents are losing at. So you got to look at all those other situations and factors. So again, don't get upset. Don't kill the messenger. That's not our job. So please do not don't blame us. Okay, so I don't want anybody to go, man. Big Dog says you guys should be out. You know, but I don't want to. It doesn't mean that I'm the golden word here. So I hope that's it. So you're welcome, Susan. I hope you guys like that update. So I try to be as thorough as I can. I looked at the weather models before, you know, and then I had to take a shower because my hair was like a disaster. So I had to put my hair. Like my mom says, she had to slap her face with some makeup. So that's kind of. I don't really have a makeup person, but yeah. So I don't do that. But I had to slap my hair at least, so it looks somewhat decent. So anyway, get out and enjoy the next couple days. And the temperature did finally break 50. I looked it over there on the machine, and it's up to 50 already. So get outside, enjoy the next 24, 48 hours of this beautiful Colorado air. It is so nice out there. I cannot stress it enough to get some air, get out there. It is just wonderful. So again, winter storm watch. We'll summarize it. Winter storm watch for Northeast Colorado for Monday night into Tuesday. You could see a potential up to 6 to 10 inches of snow out here. 6 mostly. High winds the is the summary of it as well. And then thunderstorms are starting to roll back in. And I'm always looking up in the sky around this time because it kind of shows me that transition of clouds. And if you do see that, sometimes you're going to see the clouds getting just a little bit higher. And we're also going to extend daylight this month too. I mean, we're going to add 70 minutes this month to our daylight time. So I think sun's setting around 5:30, 5:45. So now we're going to add 70 more minutes by the end of the month. So I mean, this is a great time. So get out, enjoy, love the time you can. Okay, so that's it from us. I hope you guys have a great day. Follow us on YouTube. I did this live stream on YouTube as well. So if you could follow us, like us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. If you're a subscriber, we try to give you updates earlier on our Discord channel we attach you to a Discord channel if you are a subscriber, and you actually get a little bit more perk because you get some updates from us individually. You can talk to us on Discord, ask us questions on Discord. So that's the benefits for being on a subscription or a person that's a subscriber. So if you're not sure how to do that, question us, ask us. It's 99 cents a month. So it's just great. Yes, daylight savings is coming up next week. Yeah, that's kind of the big talk too, is daylight savings. Is it going to be in or out? We going to get rid of it or not? I don't know. Personally, I think get rid of it. It's not going to hurt. I mean, it's going to be different times for us to adjust to, but Arizona uses it, so yeah. So, yeah. Oh, someone checked the Weather Channel. Was mine better or was theirs better? No, I'm kidding, Steven. Totally get it. So, all right. That's all I have for everybody. So, be careful out there. Stay safe, and we'll update you if we do get weather and we're out and we can do live drives. We'll try to get them now that we're back in the states or a state because we were in Kansas City last time. But now that we're back in Colorado, we'll definitely get some live drives if we can get them out there. So, have a great day, everybody. Be careful out there. Stay safe.